yay.
All right, get serious. This is the most important thing we ever do. It's the Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital Radiothon. We're raising money for our local children's hospital, one miracle maker at a time. We're asking for you to be a part of this and call and give your $15 a month. It is not too much to ask for the not-for-profit hospital that never turns any child away, no matter what, and we do mean children of all ages. So if you know you want to do it, I want to give the phone number real quick.
888-499-KIDS. It's 888-499-5437. You can also go to 961theriver.com and make a secure online pledge. But we should say, too, by the way, that we're nearing the end. You know, this is day 2. Friday's almost said and done. You've been hearing us ask. If you've been putting it off, now's the time to call.
Well, don't forget, too, Papa Murphy's is going to match your pledge right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Only till 7 o'clock tonight they're going to match your pledge. So now's the time to turn your $15 a month into $30.
Right now, I want to introduce you to a beautiful young lady and her mother. This is Taya and Tracy. Taya Minor and Tracy are here because of an accident. Your daughters were in an accident recently, and you were hit by a drunk driver.
Yeah, I was taking my girls to their dad's house on a Sunday night, and about 7:30 at night, and my younger daughter realized that she left her retainer at home. So we turned around, and about 3 minutes into the trip back to the house to pick up the retainer, a drunk driver turned in front of me at the intersection of Bluebonnet and Highland. Immediately, my first question, as soon as the accident was over, is I looked at Mia in the front seat. I asked her if she was okay, and she said yes. And I turned around and looked at Taya, asked her if she was okay. She said yes. And then she passed out.
Taya is 15?
Yes, Taya is 14, and her sister Mia was 12 at the time of the accident. So she's 13 now.
What did you do next? Do you remember?
Yeah, my door was crushed, so I couldn't get out of the car. I had to climb over Mia to get out of the car, and I went to the back and immediately tried to wake Taya up. She woke back up, and I asked her how she was, and she said that her stomach hurt really bad. And but very, very quickly, the EMS was there in a matter of minutes, and began taking Taya and assessing her. They put her on a stretcher, moved her into the ambulance, and we were on our way to the hospital within minutes, it seemed like. We weren't at the accident scene very long at all.
So they were fast.
Very, very fast.
What happened when you got here?
Well, unfortunately, because all 3 of us were involved in the accident, my girls were both brought to the children's ER.
Yep, which is a different
ER. I was brought to the adult ER. They were processed very, very quickly. I mean, they brought Taya back to her room immediately, and I think Mia was admitted to the same room within 5-10 minutes. So it was very quick. We had a lot of family here, so they were okay. They had family with them, but that's just nerve-wracking not being able to be with your kids. Yeah.
So take us from that day to your relationship with Our Lady of the Lake Children's. Like, what happened next?
Yeah, so, my daughters are athletes. They're soccer players. They're never sick. They never miss school.
Where do they go to school?
Taya's at Baton Rouge High, and Mia's at McKinley Middle.
There you go, fellow Bulldog.
Say that. We hope our girls go to Baton Rouge High. We're hoping. Maybe.
So, they're never sick. They never miss school. All of last year, we went to the doctor one time. It was to get a sports physical evaluation so they could play soccer for school.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only doctor visit we went to in 2012. So to be in the hospital was never, ever in our thoughts. I mean, I just never thought we would be here. And Taya was here at the lake for 15 days.
What did she have to have done? Like, what happened?
At the time of the accident, in the ER, they really didn't see a cause for her to be in so much pain, but because she was, they said, we are going to keep her and evaluate her. And at the time, I was thinking, well, it's probably overkill. But, I'll do what the hospital says. And
where was her pain?
Right in my abdomen, it was hurting really bad. I couldn't stand up straight, and I had to pull my knees to my chest because it just hurt so much to lay flat.
Is that where the seatbelt was?
Yeah, that's where the seatbelt was. I went into exploratory surgery the next day just so they could see what was wrong. And it turns out I ruptured a part of my intestines because of the seatbelt, and I also broke part of my collarbone from the seatbelt too.
Let's take me to surgery day.
So the very next morning, the doctor comes in our room at 7:30 and says, I want to go in and do surgery because I don't see anything on an ultrasound, and really the only way is to go in and look and see what we can see. But if we see something, we'll fix it while we're there. So I signed papers, and then he says, oh, and by the way, surgery's at 9. So very, very quickly, I mean, people were in the room getting blood, making sure her IV had the right medicines in it. I mean, it was phenomenally fast. Before I could even call her father to tell him to come to the hospital, really, I mean, he met us like as she was going into the OR. Yeah. That's how quickly everything moved. And so, of course, she had surgery and everything went well. And I just remember when she got back to the room and she first woke up from surgery, the very first words out of her mouth were, oh, I feel so good.
That's awesome, right? That's what you want to hear.
Yeah, it felt so much better. It no longer hurt so incredibly bad. It was such a relief. And later, my mom told me people don't normally say that when they come out of surgery.
The number is 888-499-5437 for you to be a part of helping this family, any family that's going to come through these doors tonight. Yeah. This is the radiothon for Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital.
And you know what? In case you didn't know that, maybe you don't realize it's not just one ER. Maybe you've been fortunate enough that you've never had to go to the emergency room or bring your family to the emergency room, but there is a pediatric emergency room here. And that's exactly why Taya and her sister were admitted so quickly, with people who specialize in children. That is what makes this so special. 888-499-5437 is the number to become a Miracle Maker.
We need you to sit tight. We're going to come right back to you because the Child Life Specialists, the girls that you know very well, Sharon and Maddie and them, they have a special surprise for you.
Yeah, we're going to do this
now. Oh,
yeah.
We don't have to wait. I'm sorry, we don't have to wait. Come on, girls. Hello.